Today, our topic is the secret to staying motivated every day. Let's talk about how to keep going, even when life feels hard, boring, or overwhelming. Motivation is not something that just comes to you. It is something you build, like a habit. Think of it like a fire. At first, it starts small, but if you feed it every day, it grows stronger and stronger. But if you ignore it, it will fade away. So, how do you keep that fire alive? The first thing to understand is that motivation is not about feeling excited or happy all the time. It's about discipline. Discipline means doing what you need to do, even when you don't feel like doing it. It's about showing up every day, no matter what. Discipline is the bridge between your goals and your success. Without it, even the best ideas will stay just ideas. Now, let's talk about some practical ways to stay motivated. One of the most important things is to set clear goals. If you don't know where you're going, it's easy to get lost. Your goals should be specific, measurable, and realistic. For example, instead of saying, "I want to be healthy," say, "I will exercise for 30 minutes 3 times a week." This gives you a clear target to aim for. But setting goals is not enough. You also need to break them into smaller steps. Big goals can feel overwhelming, but small steps are manageable. For example, if your goal is to write a book, start by writing 1 page a day. Over time, those small steps will add up. Another key to staying motivated is to focus on progress, not perfection. Nobody is perfect, and expecting yourself to be perfect will only lead to frustration. Instead, celebrate every small win. Did you get out of bed on time today? That's a win. Did you finish 1 task on your to-do list? That's a win. These small victories will keep you moving forward. Remember, motivation is not a straight line. Some days will be better than others. On the bad days, don't give up. Just do the best you can and try again tomorrow. It's also important to surround yourself with positive influences. The people you spend time with can have a big impact on your motivation. If you're around people who complain all the time or who don't believe in your dreams, it will be harder to stay motivated. But if you're around people who inspire you, who encourage you, and who push you to be better, it will be easier to keep going. If you don't have people like that in your life, try to find them. Join a group, take a class, or connect with people online who share your interests. Another way to stay motivated is to remind yourself of your why. Why are you doing what you're doing? What is your purpose? When things get tough, it's easy to forget why you started. But if you keep your purpose in mind, it will give you the strength to keep going. For example, if you're working hard to get a degree, remind yourself that it's not just about the diploma. It's about the opportunities it will give you, the life you want to build, and the person you want to become. Your why is your anchor. It will keep you grounded when the waves of life try to pull you under. Now let's talk about the role of habits. Motivation is like a spark, but habits are the fuel that keeps the fire burning. When something becomes a habit, you don't need to think about it anymore. You just do it. For example, brushing your teeth is a habit. You don't need to motivate yourself to do it every day. It's just part of your routine. The same can be true for exercise, reading, or working on your goals. Start small. Pick one habit you want to build, and focus on it for 30 days. After that, it will become easier. And once you've mastered one habit, you can add another. Over time, these habits will shape your life. Another important thing to remember is that motivation is not constant. It comes and goes. Some days you'll feel on top of the world, and other days you'll feel like you're dragging yourself through mud. That's normal. The key is to keep going, even on the hard days. One way to do this is to create a routine. When you have a routine, you don't need to rely on motivation. You just follow the plan. For example, if you want to write a book, set a specific time every day to write. It doesn't matter if you feel inspired or not. Just show up and do the work. Over time, this consistency will lead to results. Now let's talk about the role of failure. Failure is not the opposite of success. It's part of the process. Every successful person has failed many times. The difference is that they didn't let failure stop them. Instead, they learned from it and kept going. When you fail, don't see it as the end. See it as a lesson. Ask yourself, what can I learn from this? How can I improve? Failure is not something to be afraid of. It's something to embrace. It's how we grow. Another way to stay motivated is to take care of your body and mind. If you're tired, stressed, or unhealthy, it will be harder to stay motivated. Make sure you're getting enough sleep, eating well, and exercising regularly. These things might seem simple, but they have a big impact on your energy and focus. Also, take time to relax and recharge. You can't pour from an empty cup. If you're constantly working without taking breaks, you'll burn out. So, make time for yourself. Read a book, go for a walk, or spend time with loved ones. These moments of rest will help you come back stronger. Finally, let's talk about the power of gratitude. When life gets tough, it's easy to focus on what's wrong. But if you take a moment to appreciate what's going well, it can change your perspective. Gratitude shifts your focus from what you lack to what you have. It reminds you that even on the hard days, there is still good in your life. Try to make gratitude a daily habit. Every night, write down 3 things you're grateful for. It could be something big, like a promotion at work, or something small, like a good cup of coffee. Over time, this practice will help you stay positive and motivated. In the end, staying motivated is not about waiting for the perfect moment or the perfect mood. It's about making a choice every day to keep going, no matter what. It's about showing up, even when it's hard. It's about trusting the process and believing in yourself. Motivation is not something you find. It's something you create. So, start today. Set a goal, take a small step, and keep moving forward. Remember, you don't have to be great to start, but you have to start to be great. The secret to staying motivated every day is simple. Just keep going.